Hey everybody! So we just had a making the point meeting, which was very robust. Our topic was about free will,
Yeah.
and you would actually think that most people would just simply say, "Of course we have free will." Like, why would anybody who would ever suggest that we don't have free will? But the truth is that we had like a good 2.5 hour long very deep discussion about is free will actually true, and if it is it worth anything at all? Like, do we,
Doesn't
and
matter.
does it matter? Does it matter? So that was a great discussion. And at the end of it, we asked the participants if they would give us some ideas about what we might be discussing at our next meeting, which, by the way, is going to be March 20th. March.
May. Oh, no,
We're talking
October.
about
Good go.
October. We're so.
This is only my second, I swear.
You know what? I swear too. But oh my God, it's just so chaotic. Everything is so chaotic. Anyway, so October 20th is the next meeting that we're going to have, and we had some good ideas, and some of them were a little bit fluffy. We really want to make sure that there's lots of meat on the bone for people to be able to have a good, deep, meaningful, and thoughtful discussion that just, scratches all those neurons in your brain. So we've also thought of three topics. One of them is are all humans worthy of respect, and or is all human life equal? Both of those kind of related in some respect, and one that I wanted to visit because those of you who know me on a more personal level, you know that I'm a little allergic to children. So we wanted to talk about when are children fully accountable for their actions. So what do you think of those three? The first two, I think, are really, really closely related, and
Yeah, I'm not allergic to children. Never had any, but not allergic. But I'd rather go go first of all with the other two, or with all human life equal. Does everyone deserve respect? Mainly because these are supposed to be challenging, and I don't have a good answer for either of them. I mean, I do and they don't. So I would pick something that I, in a sense, have to really think about rather than some, you know, children being acceptable, accountable, whatever.
so maybe not that one. Maybe we can just eliminate that. We'll hold on to it for a
later
future
time.
date.
We're not going anywhere.
That's true.
We're not going anywhere.
But it does seem to me that is all human life equal is very, very timely, given the circumstances that we find ourselves in this country, and the news of the day and all of these things.
And also, it just occurred to me that to make it even more interesting, question is human life. What is human life? When does human life begin? Da 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 da.
Oh.
So that's is that another? Is that something else for another time, or is this inherent in this script? I don't know.
Well, I think that that's invariably going to come up, and I'm just going to do a quick little aside here, with your permission. Is that Stephen has always, maintained that he is a conservative, and I think that's not true. And I'm originally from Canada. Those of you who know me know that I'm originally from Canada, and my political views are slightly to the left of American progressives. So
slightly. Notice the eyes.
I am unapologetically super left wing. Anyway, one of the things, because I believe that Stephen and I disagree on precisely three things, and that's it. And abortion is one of them. And we vehemently disagree, but this is one of those places where I think that discussion is going to end up being like a big purple fart in the middle of the table without question.
Divisions.
I think that's going to happen,
Yeah.
For sure it will.
Long live purple farts, you know? If that gets us to...
Cheers to purple farts.
Yes, here's to purple farts. Whatever. If you know what that means, let us know, you know? If you have an opinion, yeah.
That actually comes from, that's actually a Canadian reference.
Oh.
There's a fellow who, a Canadian writer who wrote children's books, very, very famous. You've probably heard some of them, but one of his lesser known books was called The Big Purple Fart. And I bought it, I think, for all of my nieces and nephews. So,
where does one get a copy of this?
oh, I'll get you one. I will get you one. His name was Robert Munch, and he's recently passed away at a ripe old age. I'm not sure what it was, but I know he was up there. Anyway, creative people. So I think that you know, in the the world of do we all deserve respect? Are our lives all equal? You know, it's hard to think of. And I'm just going to be a complete little bitch here for a second, okay?
It's her house.
It's my house. I'm allowed to. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter if I'm in my house or not. I'm allowed to say what I want anyway, until I'm not, right? And I may end up in the news
and
one
say
day.
it quickly, because the drones, you know, who knows?
Okay, that's right. In lives lived and past, we can look at the difference between a Charlie Kirk and a Jane Goodall, both of whom have passed away in the past 3 weeks. And think about if we were to, and I'm not suggesting that this is relative really, but if we were to look at the positive points and the negative points about what each of these people who were well recognized and in the media gave back to humanity and the world, I would suggest that one of them is quite in a deficit in comparison to the other. Guess which one I think.
Here, and I, being a cradle Catholic, will be so bold as to suggest to the Pope that even though I don't know for sure now, but I don't think she was Catholic, she should be made a saint. If there was ever a saint on the planet, it's Jane Goodall. I watched something this morning before I left the house on the news about her, and if there's ever been a saint, then, and I suspect St. Francis is whispering in somebody's ear saying, hell yes, she should be a saint, if anybody should be a saint. No, you know, no disparaging, no comparing to Charlie, but that woman was very special. And I hope there's another one of her coming along somewhere.
Well, I think that there are probably lots of them, and I can think of a handful now, but I mean, she was really, really special. I mean, she was also one of those really courageous people because in the very beginning, she didn't have, you know, a whole lot of scientific experience and education behind her, but she had an idea and she had some observations, and she just really went for it. And she, you know, she suffered the slings and arrows of the scientific community, and she, you know, carved out a space for herself that really turned scientific and the biological world on fire, up on its ear. And she's never going to be forgotten. The work that she did, the research that she gave to the world, and the understanding of primates that she left was, we're never, ever, ever going to lose that.
No.
And, you know, without her, we wouldn't have had it.
And one thing I've always liked and found remarkable about her, and even more so now in the TV shows showing her speeches, is how quiet she was. She was a very quiet person. She was extremely quiet. One almost had to listen carefully to hear her, and yet the noise that she made, and she did not have to appear in a French bordello of an Oval Office decorated with all kinds of crap.
Can you imagine what the Oval Office smells like right now?
Yes.
What does your imagination tell you it smells like?
Chicken shit. Chicken shit. That, you know, but, you know, the woman was such a gentle, kind person, and gentleness and kindness can win out sometimes.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
it can win out.
absolutely. And she's a brilliant illustration of that.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful woman, beautiful person.
Yeah. So maybe then we should float that with the rest of the crew and suggest maybe we talk about is all human life equal? And yeah, that's going to create a rousing discussion, I
Oh
would
yes,
imagine.
and between now and May, March, or October 20th, whichever it is,
It's October
um,
20th.
the French Bordello of Oval Office may provide us with any number of new reasons to wonder.
Examples. Right.
Is all life, human life equal? Is all human life human?
Right. Well, we also
So,
we know that they don't believe it.
no, hell no,
They
hell
don't
no,
believe all human
no,
life is equal.
no, no. That's why let's send those soldiers into the cities, and hell, if they kill a few couple 100,000 people, well, it's getting them ready for the real war. You know, what the hell? Why not? You know,
Yeah.
why not? You know.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's us making the point, and we look forward to your comments. And if you have other suggestions for what we should discuss at future meetings of Making the Point, please like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk to you very soon.